Hello friends, welcome to the fourth day's report of the Ranji Trophy final between Mumbai and Vidarbha being played at the Wankhede Stadium. Vidarbha batted the entire day to score 248 for 5 wickets, and they need another 290 runs to win and take the play into the fifth and final day, when it was assumed at the start of the day's play that Vidarbha will lose all their 10 wickets and Mumbai will force a victory with a day to spare, but that was not to be. Batsman at the crease at stumps on day 4, Captain Akshay Wadkar on 56 with 6 fours and 1 6 after batting for 2.5 hours. And left-handed batsman Harsh Dubey on 11 from 10 balls with a 4 and a 6. Vidarbha did extremely well to bat the entire day, adding 238 to their overnight score of 10 without loss and lost only 5 wickets. Vidarbha need another 290 runs to win on the final day on Thursday, whereas Mumbai need 5 more wickets. Mushir Khan was Mumbai's best bowler, the left-arm spinner, 19-year-old, picking up 2 wickets for 38 runs, and off-spinner Tanush Kotian took 2 wickets for 56 runs, and fellow left-arm spinner Shams Mulani 1 for 56. The major partnerships for Vidarbha on the day were 64 runs being added by the overnight batsmen Atharva Thade and Dhruv Shori for the first wicket, 54 for the third wicket between Karun Nair and Mammoth, and the best was 90 for the fifth wicket between Karun Nair and Captain Akshay Wadkar. When play resumed at 10 for no loss, Vidarbha needed a massive 528 runs. They survived some initial moments, that is Thade and Dhruv Shori. Thade, when on 13, survived an LBW appeal in the day's third over of Dhaval Kulkarni. Given not out by Khalid Syed, it stayed on umpire's call when Mumbai went for DRS. However, Dhruv Shore drove Shardul Thakur, beating the mid-wicket fielder for a 4 as Vidarbha quietly survived the morning half an hour from the medium pacers before spin was introduced in the form of Shams Mulani. After Dhaval changed ends, Thade again picked up a boundary, driving through the offside along the ground to take Vidarbha past the 50 mark. Thade and Shore showed the right approach, blocking and indulging only in singles and without taking any risks. They scored the odd boundary of just the loose deliveries. Mulani gave Mumbai the first breakthrough after an hour and 10 minutes into the day, when Thade swept and missed the left-arm spinner. Until then, Thade was playing sensibly and did not take any chance. Perhaps he should not have gone for that sweep shot. 2 balls later, Dhruv Shore followed his opening partner back to the pavilion. He was bowled by a beautiful delivery from Tanush Kotian, the ball turning sharply and caught the right-handed opening batsman in 2 minds. Just a couple of deliveries earlier, Tanush Kotian spun the ball turned very sharp from middle stump and went through the leg side. Lunch was taken at 104 for 2 with Karun Nair on 16 and Aman Mokhade on 23. However, 14 runs were added after lunch before Aman Mokhade was leg before wicket to Mushir Khan. Mushir Khan was instrumental in providing that breakthrough, and he was also instrumental in removing the dangerous Karun Nair in the fag end of the day. Karun Nair, who scored a triple century at the same venue, that is the Wankhede, in a Ranji Trophy final, playing for Karnataka against Tamil Nadu in the 2014-15 final, helped Karnataka winning the title in that year for the 8th and final time. He had scored 328, which was the highest for a batsman in a Ranji Trophy final. Today, he just put his head down, ground the Mumbai attack, and that that was not really on the pitch, that was not really helping the bowlers, especially the spinners, except for the odd delivery that turned sharply by Tanush Kotian. Karun Nair is known for big scores, especially scoring triple centuries like he did in his test match against England in 2016 when he scored 303 to become the second Indian to score a triple century after Virendra Sehwag. And in the 2014-15 final, he became the second Indian to score, or the second batsman to score a triple century in the Ranji Trophy final after Baroda's Gul Mohammad scored 319 in 1946-47 final for Baroda against Holkar. It may be recalled that Gul Mohammad played test matches for two countries, India and Pakistan. He played 8 test matches for India before seeking Pakistan citizenship in 1955 and played 1 test match for his adopted country. Vidarbha lost their 4th wicket in the form of Yash Rathod, out for 7, leg before wicket to off-spinner Tanush Kotian. The total reading 133 for 4 of 58 overs. Boundaries were not coming that easily and quickly. Captain Akshay Wadkar scored a 4 off the first ball he faced of Shams Mulani. Vidarbha scored that boundary after 183 deliveries, which was 30 and a half overs, in which Vidarbha did not score a single boundary. Mumbai operated mainly through spinners, and though there were a couple of close LBW shouts, they used DRS, but one being umpire's call, the other being an unsuccessful one. Ajinkya Rahane, the captain, rotated his 3 spinners, Mulani, Kotian and Mushir Khan. But Vidarbha batsmen, mainly Nair, did not give in to their tactics. Nair reached his 50 of 174 balls, and after 222 minutes of stay at the crease with only 2 fours. When he was on 67, he survived an LBW appeal of Dhaval Kulkarni, and Mumbai wasted a DRS as the ball clearly pitched outside leg stump. That showed how desperate Mumbai were in dismissing Vidarbha batsmen, and especially Karun Nair, who was not giving them any chance at all. The experience of Dhaval Kulkarni in this particular instance should have come into the picture, as the ball clearly pitched outside leg stump. Akshay Wadkar, the Vidarbha captain, gave Karun Nair solid support. As we know, Karun Nair was out for 74. The two shared 90 for the 5th wicket in 173 balls, and after being together at the crease for 2 hours and 9 minutes. Nair was out in the last half hour of the day after facing 222 balls and being at the crease for 13 minutes short of 5 hours. He edged Mushir Khan behind to the wicketkeeper Tamore's gloves. Nair hit only 3 fours, and though Nair knew there was an edge, his captain, as Nair said at the end of the day's play to the media, that his captain Akshay Wadkar thought there was a gap between bat and the ball, and anyway Vidarbha had 3 DRS left with them and asked Karun Nair to go for a DRS, though it remained unsuccessful in the end. Wadkar eventually reached his 80 balls with 6 fours and a 6. The 6, which was an uppercut of Tushar Deshpande over third man, taking him to the half-century milestone, which was his 8th 50 of the season. Karun Nair, at the end of the day's play, while addressing the media, said it was not an easy job scoring runs, especially on the 4th day. He said they needed to be realistic, and it is a tough task to score 538. He also said that he would have loved to be batting when the stumps were drawn, and they needed to put their heads down and bat as long as they could. He said it was not an easy wicket to score runs, especially on the 4th day, and they decided to score runs that Mumbai presented and not take chances. The plan was to bat session by session and break the target into smaller targets and take the game into the fifth day, which they successfully did. Karun Nair, who was missing the previous season and was watching the matches from his home, decided that he wanted to play cricket again and took an NOC from Karnataka, his home association, and signed for Vidarbha for this particular season. He said that he was welcomed and he felt comfortable, though he did not have enough time because he had played county cricket in England and came 2 or 3 days before the start of the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy at the start of the season. And he has signed for Vidarbha for just this season and is hopeful to play again. He also said, when asked specifically if he still thought he had chances of playing Test cricket for India, he said he still had the desire to play Test cricket for India, and that is why he is working hard and scoring runs in domestic cricket. All in all, Vidarbha deserves a pat on their back for taking the game into the final day, and you never know. 290 runs in 90 overs, and if the batsmen keep going, though it is the lower half with only captain Akshay Wadkar being the main batsman remaining, one can never be sure. If the lower order give him the stand, Vidarbha could be lifting the Ranji Trophy for the third time and maintain a 100% winning record in the Ranji Trophy final appearances. But that is, like Karun Nair said, one has to be looking at it realistically, and Mumbai need just 5 wickets, and on a pitch where Karun Nair said is not easy to bat, the spinners will do the talking with the ball on the final day on Thursday and should be lifting the trophy for the 42nd time.